Hi everybody, Charlie Oswin here, TV and film makeup artist of 16 years. I'm here to bring you the 80s look today. Yes, the 80s look. I've got my cup of tea as always. So, I have crimped my hair. As you can see, it's crazy crimped. So the 80s, we had big hair, tight curls, permed, crimped hair. So what I've done is I've crimped it, and now I've got some height riser. So I've got some Height Riser Volumizing Powder. This is a Matrix one. It's my favourite one because it really gets in there, the roots, and it really does stick and lift. I also like the VO5 one that you can kind of get from any supermarket in New Zealand or in the UK. And then I just go for it. Really rub it into my roots. And this expands the roots and it helps your hair to look more volumized and bigger. And it's great for any period hairstyle, whether it's 40s, 50s, definitely 60s, definitely 80s, because look, instant volume, and this would be the perfect hairstyle. I could leave it like this if I wanted, and that would be great. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it big and frizzy. I'm just gonna back comb this here. I'm gonna put a bit of a quiff in. Yes, we know what the 80s was like. The 80s was bold. It was definitely bold, different, bright colours, shoulder blades. Shoulder blades, is that what they're called? Yeah, they are. Shoulder blades, oversized blazers, oversized jumpers, ripped tights. It was a crazy decade and people really got the chance to really express themselves, which was amazing. I'm just going to pull a bit more over this side. I'm going to back comb. So when you back comb, you need to make sure you pull up and you keep your hair really taut. Then you push in, push all the way up to that. Then you push that back combing down to the root. And we just want to make that a little bit bigger, a little bit crazier, as it is the 80s, of course. Over there like that, and we're going to pin it in. Now the really important thing is when you're pinning in, I like to use grips. You might call them bobby grips, you might call them Kirby grips, but as you go under and then you twist back again, and that's what really keeps it in. Now we're going to put some more back combing in because we want it even bigger. So I want the back combing underneath, so I'm doing it underneath. So I'm keeping the hair taut and I'm really going all the way down the hair and then pushing it into that root to make it even bigger. And we'll smooth it out a little bit. And again, I want it underneath, so all the way down, and I'm pushing that hair up. Pushing that hair up. And it's important the whole time that you keep the hair taut. You keep it taut, you don't go like this. Keep it taut and you push it to the root. And then obviously, one of the most important things is hairspray. I'm going to spray this in place. And this, if your powder has left any white bits like that, this will just get rid of it. Okay, that's my 80s hairstyle. For now, let's get some makeup on. So I've already got a BB cream on, and I've done my brows, and I've done a little bit of contouring because I wanted to go straight for the eyes, so you didn't have to wait around too long. So in the 80s, it was really bold colours, and we had colours like pinks and greens and purples, really out there. So I am going to go with pinks and purples, and I'm going to use this palette because it's got really bright colours. And I've got a bright pink and I've got a bright purple. This is Addiction Palette 1 by Unique. So I'm going to go straight in there with Victorious, which is the pink colour. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to test it on the back of my hand because you always want to test the pigment on the back of your hand, because if it's too much, you are going to struggle to blend it in. I mean, there wasn't as much blending in the 80s. It really was outrageous. The brows was really natural. Didn't worry about brows so much. It was all about those bold colours. So I'm just popping this all over my lid. You will see. It's going to get crazy, it's going to get crazy. All over my lid. So it was also a time of shell suits. Shell suits was in the 80s. big headbands, big hair bows, and obviously crimpers, perms, really tight curls. We had music, of course. We had the amazing Michael Jackson. We had Madonna. We've still got Madonna. She's still going strong. Duran Duran. Michael. What's his name? Boy George. George Michael. Just the most amazing 80s music. I love 80s music. You know when you go to one of those bars? I mean, I can't believe really that I'm calling 80s retro, 80s vintage, because obviously it's when I was born and I do remember the 80s. So it doesn't really seem like that long ago. Not really at all. So you also had David Bowie. Guns N' Roses was about then. Loads, just loads and loads and loads and loads of amazing bands. People used to go out to concerts and festivals and they still used to smoke inside. There's lots of things that's been gone since the 80s as well. There's lots of things we had in the 80s that we do not use anymore. Times have changed so much. So I'm just building this colour up. This is my base colour, yes. Yes, this bright pink, this bright reddy pink is my base colour. And now I'm going to go in with Sarcastic, which is even brighter. Just to add a brighter tone onto my lid. 80s is easy. Because 80s was huge, 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 huge. No blending. We're going to go in with purple. Yes, pink and purple. I know. Crazy, hey? And we're just going to pop that into the socket. We're going to take it out. Yes, right out here. I know, what a look. What a crazy, crazy look they had in the 80s. I'm not going to blend. How weird is that? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it right there where it is. Just add it to the other side. Just do little backwards and forward motions and really get it into that socket. And really, really get that colour built up and flicked out. Outrageous 80s. Now I think we need a bit more colour in there. So, you know, we've got our dark purple and we've got our pink. I struggle not to blend a little bit, hey. Let's call this an 80s inspired look. So I've got some blue here, and it's a bright, 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 bright blue. And I'm just going to spray a bit of rose water into it, because that's going to create a bolder colour, and it's going to make it into a little bit of a paste. Then we're going to go and put this in the outer corners of my eye. Just to add that little bit of shine. Add that little bit more colour, really bring it out. Now I look real crazy. So then what I'm going to get is I'm going to get Polar eyeliner. This is a beautiful bright blue. And I'm going to pop that underneath my eye. Do little backwards and forwards motions and really, really, really get that into my lash line and build up that colour so it's really, 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 really bright. Same the other side. Really get that into my lash line and build it up so we get a nice, strong colour. Beauty. Beautiful, eh? Beautiful. How's that looking? Crazy, I know. And then I've got Perky here. This is also a bright pink pencil. And I am just going to brighten this lid up even more. Even more. Brighten this lid up. Yes, that's more like it. And then I'm going to use the Polar Blue again. I'm going to use it as a liner. I'm going to smudge that into my lash line really smudge it in. So it's nice and strong. Smudge. And we've got some crisping up to do, I know. I'm the kind of makeup artist, you get the look on, get the product where you want it, and then you crisp up the whole look afterwards. My favourite thing to do. Then I'm just going to take this blue underneath this purple. And then I'm going to do a little bit of blending, just a little bit. Soften this top bit off a minute. Soften this top bit off here. I've got a green, yes I know, multicolour. That's what the 80s was all about, it's multicolours. And we had films. What films did we have in the 80s? Ghostbusters, that was a massive popular film. We had Goonies, which I absolutely love. I love the Goonies, such a good film. Back to the Future, another amazing film. What other films did we have in the 80s? Pretty Woman, or was that early 90s? Just the best films ever. And then there's a few things that have gone that we don't use anymore. Walkmans, stereo blasters, is that what they're called? That's probably not the right name for them, isn't it? But yes, definitely Walkmans. Typewriters, alarm clocks. Can you remember? I mean, some of you might still. But can you remember when you just used to use just an alarm clock? Like, just a normal alarm clock. Not your mobile phone, because they didn't have mobile phones. Maybe the odd business person in the 80s started to have those huge, giant mobile phones. But really, no mobile phones. It was alarm clocks. It was, for a lot of people, it was pay phones that couldn't afford a house phone. Crazy. Oh, and can you remember those Rubik's Cubes? Rubik's Cubes, they were huge in the 80s. It's really coming together now. So, if you don't know me, let me tell you something else about me. I don't know what I'm doing until I do it. I don't practice, I just do it. I just come up with a look and I do it and I add as I go along, because that's how I create looks. I like to look at it and see where it's at and add more colour and more depth if needed. And that is just how I work as a makeup artist. Now I'm quite happy with those colours on my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal a little bit, make it pop even more, and we're going to add some pink. We need more pink in our lives. I need some concealer because I'm going to get rid of these bags under my eyes, just a little tiny bit, and I'm just going to make the look pop by really getting in those brows. Highlighting this brow bone, getting my concealer right in there, and it'll help make all these colours pop out. Just highlight a tiny little thin brush, because you don't want to end up spreading the product in to the look that you've just done. Now I need a buffing brush for underneath my eyes, because I like to buff my concealer in. Buff this in. Get rid of these bags. It's really, really rich, this concealer, so you hardly need any at all. And it works as a really, really good highlighter as well. So you can see that just tidies up any smudges. It really, really, really crisps up that look. And I'm just going to buff that in because we don't want it to be too light, do we? I'm going to go back in with that green a little bit, just in case we lost it just there. you imagine getting ready for a night out in the 80s? All these colours that you used to add. It's crazy. Right, let's get a bit of Heartbroken. I am definitely not heartbroken. But we'll get a bit of Heartbroken and add a bit of Heartbroken to this look. And I am going to pop it onto a blusher brush. And I'm just going to buff it into the back of my hand to check the pigment out. And I'm going to do a little bit here. Yes, not the usual place. Not the usual in between your highlighting and contouring. Right up there on your cheekbones. And very, very, very strong colour. Feels bizarre, yes. Looks crazy, but cool. And also going to do a little bit on the forehead too. Because we're going for this 80s look. We're not messing around. We're adding these colours, we're adding the bold colours. And build that up, build it up. I'm just going to get a clean brush and just blend that in a little bit. Still just using the eyeshadow to do this. You know, nowadays it's all about the blending. Those days it was not all about the blending, it was all about the strength, the boldness of the colour. They didn't want to blend it away, they wanted to see it, they wanted to see the strength of the colour. It's all about the lines. The stronger the makeup, the better. And that is certainly strong. Can go stronger. Can go stronger on my cheeks. Let's do some powder. Powder it in, do some lips, and do the finishing touches. Get rid of any shine. What's great about this powder, it's called Behold Mineral Touch Powder, and it's really, really light. So you can really build it up without looking too powder. Especially if you're over 30, like me, and you get a few fine lines and wrinkles now. It's really, really good because it doesn't sit in your wrinkles. It sits really light and it hardly feels like you've got anything else or anything on. You know, so I can put that over these pigments, over these eyeshadows, knowing that it's really going to hold it into place without rubbing it away and without it looking too heavy. Now, last but not least, let's do some lips. Oh, I mean, mascara. Mascara changes everything in this world. So this is called 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, which is absolutely incredible because it gives you 500 times the volume, really giving you that false lash effect without having to wear false lashes. It is just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now I feel like I need to go to an 80s party and go out dancing. So I like to catch all my lashes, every last little lash. So it really, really makes your eyes pop and eyes stand out. So your fluorescents are really good for the 80s. or big shoulder padded jumpers or blazers, shoulder padded dresses, your fluorescent tops like this one, beaded plastic jewelry's great. Your really bright colours, and your shell suits. Hilarious. Oversized jumpers. Kind of love that look. Dungarees came in the 80s. Look at that, look at the difference. Look at the difference that your mascara makes, that 3D Fibre Lash mascara makes. How it really, really just makes my makeup pop, so you can really see the colours. And then we're just going to seal that in. Seal in those fibres. Keep them locked in there all day long. Yes, I see it. I know you see it too. I see it. Don't worry. I see it. I see it. You just get a Q-tip and you roll it and it goes. Goodbye. Let's seal these beauties in. Seal, seal, seal. And then once I've got my mascara on, and once I'm almost finished, I'm still tempted to get in here and add some more green. Just to brighten that up, and in here too. Hello, green. Green eyes, green eyes. Where's my bright pink pencil gone? There it is. Brighten this up even more. Awesome, awesome. Awesomeness. Straighten that up, eh? Straighten it up. All about those lines, not about that blending. All about those lines, not about that blending. Should we put some lips on? I'm gonna go with Splash Liquid Lipstick in Superb. Superb. You know, you could just go with an all over blue colour, or an all over green, or an all over pink, or a pink and blue, or a purple and blue, or all those kind of colours. It's your real bright, bold colours. And I mean, if you wanted to tone it down, you could, and you could just put the bright colours just over your lid, put some mascara on, strong blush and a strong lipstick. This is a bright, bright pink. I like to get it really straight, really follow my lip line around. Get right in the corners. I'm just going to check in the mirror, guys. Check in the mirror. I'll do dark in a second. And then it's best not to completely rub your lips together like when you've got this kind of lipstick on, because that will happen. You will get smudges all over your face. Always have a Q-tip by, and what you can do with the Q-tip is you get a little bit of your foundation that you used, pop it on the back of your hand, get a little bit of the foundation on your Q-tip, on your cotton bud, and just go around the edge of your lip to really tidy and crisp it up. Gets rid of any smudges without you smudging the colour all over your face, and then you rub it all over your face, and then you try to get it off, and it's just a disaster. Here we have it. finishing touches. Let's get some highlighter. Benevolent Stick. Let's put it above where we've done these crazy shades. In there, down the corner of my nose, just above my jawline. Let's blend that beautiful thing in. Huh, don't miss that out. And there you have it. Finishing 80s touches. Got my bright pink on. One last thing. Let's get this beauty on. Yes, and I am ready to party. I am ready to go back in time and party in the 80s. Look is complete. So watch out if you've not seen my other videos, because there is videos 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. If you don't know me and you've not watched my videos before, I've worked in TV and film for 16 years. I've done in many period productions, period films. I've worked all over the world doing musicals and fashion and all kinds of things. So keep on watching. If there's any kind of look that you want to see, please just give me a shout. If you've got any questions at all, again, please just give me a shout. You can add me on Facebook also. My page is by Charlie Makeup, as well as my website, and my Instagram and my YouTube channel is all by Charlie Makeup. Thanks for watching. See you later.